Hi,
We're back.
us again. We're starting with a question from Tamara from Barcelona. How do people unite with some and not with others? Do we have a limit of feeling and connecting with others while being in a body?
Two different questions.
And two very good questions.
Yes. So I will answer the first and you're the second, or vice versa?
I'm doing the first.
Go ahead.
Okay. How do people unite with some and not with others? Because they unite inside the ego. As long as you're uniting inside the ego, you're uniting only with people who are just like you, who feel like you, who look like you, who speak like you, who think like you, and so on and so on. And this is a very natural connection. It's like the way that you're looking for friends. Usually it's people who grew up with you, who have the same values, who sometimes dress just like you, who have a very similar background, family background, and so on. And if you connect with new people, those are usually people who are very similar to you. And if we're speaking about the connection, and actually, you're missing a lot by connecting only to those people who are very similar to you. When we're speaking about the spiritual connection, it's above our body, and by being above our body, it's especially with people who are very different. Because, and you will see it as you go on and you proceed on your way, you will see that those people who look to you the most foreign now, the strangest, the farthest, the people who you would never connect to them on a physical level, those people will suddenly seem necessary, really necessary for you. You will not see this connection complete without them. But this is only possible if we connect above our bodies, above our physical and mental similarities.
Only small addition that normally in our life I'm not connecting to people who has nose like this or eyes like this, or only to tall people, and you understand, I'm connecting to people who are doing me good inside. They're intelligent, so I'm surrounded by intelligent people, or beautiful, and so on and so on. Everyone with his own ideas. When we begin the spiritual path, now, how do we choose with whom to connect? As we always saying, I'm adding to my life Kabbalah, I'm adding to my life connection with people that could push me towards this goal, towards this importance, and I'm adding them. I'm not deleting anything in my life. Please remember this. We're always emphasizing this aspect, but it's important. I'm staying with my family, with my friends, with my world, with everything, and I'm adding other connections. That's it, and things will come. Second question of Tamara, do we have a limit of feeling and connecting with others while being in a body? Yes and no. Yes, because we see faces, we see bodies. No, when we learn how to develop the right attitude, the right inner perception on who is this person, and I don't want to see nothing. One Rav Lightman said that we should see the person as transparent, and I want to see and discern only his point in the heart, only his desire towards spirituality. I don't look at Amit or at Masha if she's like this or he's like that. I don't care. I want to see only one thing and to connect only with one thing, which is the only connectable, let's say like this, thing. They're yearning to spirituality. I want to give them mine. That's it. This is the game. The rest doesn't matter. Okay? Cool.
Next question.
Liviu from Romania. If you talk about the connection and the benefits of the connection, why you don't talk about how we can connect? Wait a second. How we can connect in a concrete way and to the extent of our understanding of beginner students. So, Liviu, I imagine that, yes, we're talking about it. We're really giving you in your hand, and all of you students, the right manner to connect, the Facebook environment. Now, we could discuss a lot about it theoretically, but we should meet physically, but we should do like this, like that. First, we should, as we did and we're listening to our instructors. Let's try. Let's do an experiment. Let's try it in Facebook and see what happens with us. This is our connection as beginners. We will have a congress together. We will meet, and you will see the ultimate form of connection, which is the workshop. You will feel it. Then you will be drug addict or workshop addict, and you could not let go from this of this form.
But in the beginning, the right test of knowing if you're on the right wave connection is when the moment comes that the last thing on earth you want is going inside Facebook or being in touch with anyone. The moment you realize that you really don't want the connection, when your ego starts to going against this is the check that you're starting to connect. Okay, Raquel from Madrid. Would it be good to stay away from egoistical environments at the same time that we build a good environment to help them with our force? Let's say like that. Everything that develops in the world develops in phases. And they, like Bala Sulam writes about the creation of the earth, how it's cooling and heating again, it's cooling and heating it again. So this is pretty much also the way that we are going. There will be phases where you will only want to be with Kabbalah students, like at congresses. This is really a time that we are going to an island, so to speak, and just developing this very strong environment. We're really like feeling the network in a how do you call it, let's say in a vacuum. We're really feeling, we're really closing ourselves in a kind of island. And then there are phases when we're going out of it, and we're really also mixing with other people and with their desires also. We're talking to people, we're living in this world. There are phases for everything, and those phases are good and those others are good too.
Mm-hmm. And if you feel that these egoistical environments, they influence you to the point that you cannot resist, and you feel yourself, washed with their thoughts and with their desires, and you feel that it puts you away from this path, this important, you will decide what to do about it. Okay? We'll see you in the next clip.